Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Nightingale, or welcome back to it if you caught my previous coverage. It is a survival sandbox game where you're hopping between kind of different worlds, gathering resources, upgrading your gear, fighting bosses, and so on and so forth. I played it when it first hit early access. Actually, technically, I covered it before it did, because it was one of those survival sandbox games that started with a online-only component. Or it was online only at the beginning, and people didn't like that. Also, the servers didn't like that. So for the Realms Rebuilt update, they've not only fixed the... Ooh, what is this? Simple hunting knife. I think we might have some other stuff. Not sure. Can I break these? Yes. Grab some resources here. All right, and I think I can also hold E. Can I break that? Maybe not. I don't know if I can break all of these things, but it's fine. But the Realm Rebuilt update also has come back through and fixed a bunch of other things. I think the offline mode came like a couple weeks or months ago. But a Realm Rebuilt adds more changes. I think it specifically gets rid of a lot of the procedural generation. At least early on, like these initial islands that you go through are actually fully hand designed, which means that you have a much more like curated experience, which I actually think is a good idea. And then eventually the game opens up into slightly more randomly generated worlds at a later date. And, like, I didn't really find the first world I went through particularly unsatisfying, but on the flip side, I think I will always be more of a fan of hand design elements in games. As somebody who loves roguelikes, the procedural generation is often kind of a... how would I describe it? Acquire immolation. Huh. Can be applied to a main hand melee tool in your inventory. Okay, that's interesting. Procedural generation is often a... I almost want to call it a concession. Unlock... Oh, so we've got some unlocks, so we might as well take a look at these things. So, core recipe. I think we already have that. Oh, no. We start by learning this for free. So, we've learned augments. Oh, I see. This is for the workbench, but then we can get augments on top of it. That's interesting. I think we already have that one to start with. So a lot of these we can just learn for free because... but some of these I'm going to need essence for. So we have the hunting knife. We could get the climbing picks. I could get the sickle. I could get the maul. Or we could go for a throwing knife, sling bow, umbrella, fishing rod. Interesting. Drinking horn, hammer, watering can. I like the idea of the climbing picks, and all of these are usable as melee weapons as well, which I think is really cool. Let's see, training dummy. Probably not that helpful. We could also just do throwing knives, so I can potentially... do some things. Saddle rack, ammo box. I'm just trying to figure out which of these are actually valuable. Two-handed melee weapons, nearby damage. What? Okay, there is just so much to this. I could even use a fishing rod for combat. I'm pretty sure some of these are less useful for fighting. Yeah, let's grab the throwing knives for the time being. There's also like tier 2 and 3 recipes. Oh no, there's so much to this. Okay, I should have saved my resources. It's fine, we'll get more. Okay, so I'm just going to grab resources and look at some things. Eventually, we're going to want to make a base. Let's see. Also find settlements with potential allies. Use the estate cairn to establish a base. Okay, these guys actually look possibly dangerous. No, they just look cool. They're like plant deer. Alright, so what's going on with this thing? Not sure. It made bad noises at me. I can tell that much. Activate mechanism. Am I supposed to interact with those? Well, it hurts. Oh, hi. Okay. Who wants to bet? I'm completely out of my depth here. Okay. Are you done? Nope. I need to be revived. Let's just give up. I think I need some better equipment before I try that again. Surprise! That's fine. The only immediate problem is we're back here. Hi, Buck.
No pearly gates for you just yet, my friend. Though this Zephyr would prefer to whisper over your bones, I have tasked it with your preservation. Should you perish, it will whisk you away and revive your spirit. Of course, the Zephyr is tasked only with rescuing you. The contract is very literal about that. Though I have asked it to try to preserve your modesty and what tools it can. However, the disquieting sensation of death will linger afterward. So tread warily.
Alright, so how to play Succumbing to Perils. I'm wet. I see, max health increased by 30. I know, I'm gonna have to mess with some of these things. Quest guidebook, maybe? Crafting codex? Basics? I don't know. I'll leave it for later. That's a lot of stuff to delve through, and I really wish I could have actually pressed a button. It would take me straight there. But alas, no dice. I'm a complete goofus. I just realized I had healing items equipped. I don't know. Alright. Looks like we still have our stuff. Could do immolation. Apply? Do I want to do immolation on my axe, my pickaxe, or my knife? I'm gonna just have a fire axe. I don't know what that's gonna do with some things. Okay. Oh. We also have a Charm of the Wanderer. I'm gonna apply it to my backpack. I wonder if I can specifically remove charms. Maybe not. We might actually be stuck with that. Alright, whatever. I'll just accept that I have this fire axe. And let's go take a look at these guys again. Now that I've de-goofed myself a smidge. Because it looks like the gobloids are still here. But my damage is better. Okay, and I can block as well. Well, that works. Okay, have we completed it? I don't know, actually. Okay, it's got a bunch of that. Do I interact with it? Do I break it? Okay, it's summoned dudes. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can do much. So I think I just have to fight them. Pop a healing item and actually use it. And yeah, you can hit weak points. What? Oh. You're probably the big issue. Alright, so I think we've cleared that out now. Let's just hoover up all of this essence. Which is actually going to be extremely helpful considering we're going to need it for blueprints and stuff. Wait, do I have to do this like 8 times? Am I gonna have to do this again? Do these guys just keep respawning? It's very unclear. Okay, so they're weird. Ow. Okay, so I can block. And I should block more often. Found Iker. So clearly I'm supposed to be doing something with this. The problem is I'm not entirely clear on what. Because I've activated the mechanism, I've fought the things. It gives me resources. But then it doesn't seem to want to let me do anything. I'm going to try this one more time. Huh. Yeah, I'm not supposed to do anything with that, so I don't know. I think I'm going to give up on whatever this is. I'm clearly not understanding it. There we go. I love the fact that you can get headshots on these guys. That feels so good. And now I've got a whole bunch of extra stuff that I can use on things. Take a look. Yeah, it's all good. Let's just hoover up those resources, go back to progression. Let's take a look. So those are tools. We have refinement. Learn the most basic tanning station. Let's learn the estate cairn. Stick tent. Looks like a number of these are free. I definitely want the angling basket. Plant box. Sure. Decorative shelf, don't care. Log barricade, nah. Pet bed, no. Rain barrel. I think I'll grab that. Increases food yield at mortar stations by 20%. Yeah, sure. I've got 32% of these that I can kind of dole out. Learn the sewing station. So this will let me make a better backpack, but I'm not... Oh no, it actually is just better than the one I have. Simple map and a sawhorse. Consumables. We need the cooking station for sure. We want to learn injury salve. Those things are great. Grilled fish, wasma. Or wasna. Mixed plants. Let's learn mixed plants. That's probably going to be easier. Enchanter. Realm address card. So that's probably for the procedural generation. And foundations. Crude flat roof. Let's do stairs. Alright, so now that I've got a whole bunch of things, let's actually go find a good spot to put a base down. Okay, treasured item, infestation. This is puzzle. Oh. Fae artifacts emit musical tones. Oh, so the reason why it was red is because I'm doing it wrong. Okay, so that worked. I think we've completed it. Essence bundle gives me an extra 13. Frankly, I think it actually would have been better for me to just leave that there and keep failing at it. Funny as that is. Okay, so what else do we have around here? Now that we figured that out, there's an encounter down here. I'm probably just going to wander around and fight things for a bit. Especially because we have some kind of objective for completing 3 Fae runes, so I might as well get that done. We need a bunch of rocks anyway. There we go. Was that all of them? No. The hell are you? Okay. This is the bad place that we don't want to be in. Heal up. Okay. Grab it all. Heal again. Got one more goopy heart. I think I got it. I think we're good. Get another essence bundle. Guess I hadn't killed that guy. Surprise! Now, do we have any, like, treasure chests or other loot around here? No. Looks like I'm pretty locked on it. That's fine. Just grab all the sweet goods. Oh, is that... Are those wisps? Or are they taking me to treasure? I think they're just random wisps. Could be wrong. Okay, so we have one more potential encounter that we can do. I might as well head for this infestation. Maybe I can set a waypoint? No. Yeah, because we might as well go in here, see what it's got. I guess I might as well repair my axe before it gets too messed up. Seeing as it's been my weapon of choice this entire time. Ugh! Freaking deer things are spooking me. Ooh, simple short bow. Throwing knives. And some arrows. Oh. So because I've done that, we now can actually just unlock the simple short bow for free since I already found one. Well, that's nice. Gives all ranged weapons crafted nearby critical damage plus. Oh. So anytime we create any of these, as long as we have those structures nearby, they get a bonus. That's so cool. Okay, we got some stuff for target practice, if we want it. Oh, and I guess we also have unlocked arrows for free. Or no, we already did. Now, can I actually get in there? Looks like I can. Alright. So we're just gonna keep our distance. Because there's no point in taking unnecessary risks here. Take some damage. Something hit me bad. There we go. Might see if there's like a spear later on. I could see spears being really handy. Something with a direct hit, because right now my swings feel a little awkward for aiming. Alright, so now that we've cleared this place out, at least of the challenge, is there any loot? Because we got the essence. Yeah, there's some stuff up here. I love the fact that picking up things, all I have to do is just press and hold the E button. I don't have to interact with anything. I don't have to worry about, like, looking at the correct glowy bit. Nope, it's just, hey, hoover up everything in the immediate vicinity. It feels nice. There's a lot of really good ideas on this one, and I was really sad. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not sponsored. I don't need to be kind about this. It's not that I'm gonna, like, badmouth the game, like, super hard, but it's one of those where, like, yeah, I try and modulate my negative opinions on games, especially if, like, I'm being sponsored. Just because I don't want to be, like, immediately like, this sucks. I want to give kind of, like, a somewhat fair and balanced explanation of why. But then there's also certain times where it's like literally not going to help anybody if I bring things up. So originally when I was kind of handed this game, I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I eventually figured out like, oh yeah, it's online only. That's really bad. I don't remember if I said it in the 3 iterations of the video I recorded. I definitely did in one of them, but any and every game that launches without, any and every game that launches online only, let's see, is inherently doomed for some degree of failure, or a lot of it. So I don't know how many of you guys were around. I'm assuming a number of you listening to this video probably played Diablo 3, maybe around launch. I hope so. But this sort of thing happens and has been happening constantly, more or less ever since, where... Okay, so the axe seems to be extra good against wolves. Interesting. Didn't know that. Oh, looks like we're also maybe overburdened here. That's fine. I'm just gonna head over across this gap. And then we will, then we'll actually have some things to do. What is my sort? So I'm actually barely over encumbered. I don't think I can craft anything here. We'd also have some other consumables which I could use. Oh, here's a thing. We can eat some food. Grab both of those, gives me a little bit of healing. Still overburdened, though. Like, I guess I could put the... No, it's not the raw gem. Oh, you know what? Let's drop a bunch of it. We don't need that much stone. I'd like to grab this stuff, because it's going to be useful, but I think we want to leave that for later. I also don't know where I want to put my base, either. But to go back to the Diablo 3 thing, if you weren't around for that, or weren't paying attention or didn't know, Diablo 3 launched in an incredibly rough state, to the point where it was unplayable for the better part of a week. I think we might actually want to... Oh, you know what I could do? I think I might make a bridge base. This is a camp that is overrun by bad boys. Alright, you're not dead yet. Now you're dead. Alright, let's see if we can mess this up. What is R? Oh, that's the enchantment? Kind of the enchantment. Alright, and we have recruitable Jake. Oh, we're not done yet. Come back. I was going to shoot you in the face. Well, that didn't work. Ow. It's fine. We've got food to heal me. Jake, come back. Recruit Jake. Follow me. Set behavior. Sounds good. Yep, that's a Jake. All right, so what else do we have here? Because this is supposedly a settlement of sorts. Whoa. And a mine? What is going on? Quests available in a settlement. Signs of human presence in the area. Yeah, but I certainly don't see many. All right, well, we've got Jake now, so he's just going to follow us around and, I don't know, I'm just going to build a base while we're just going to build a base around here. There's other stuff, and I might build another base elsewhere. But I like the idea of just kind of straddling this river. Maybe. Actually, why don't we go up? I like the idea of straddling the river and having a really nice, like, waterfall background. However... I might want to go up here so I can fish. Like, this area right here is actually looking kind of nice. I don't know. I'll think about it. Because I've also got other spots I can work with. Because I want to be within range of that. Oh, this hill right here? Admittedly, with all the deer, I'm going to have to chase them away. Ooga booga, go away. This is my hill now. Yeah, this is a good spot. That's a really nice spot. So let's start building. So we want to build crude foundation place. All right. Let's kind of start it here and make it work. Can I do another one? Doesn't look like I can go any higher than that. I think that's fine. All right. Auto add resources. Oh, and it does it for all of them. Sick. All right. And we also have stairs. Do we want to bother with stairs? No, I don't think it's actually connect to the ground. I could put it there, but let's leave it alone. I'll get back to the topic at hand in a moment. I think right now it's mostly just a matter of... That's roofs. Ah, here we go. Door frame. Pillar. That's the door. There's the wall. Slatted door frame versus shack door frame. Upper floor. Flat roof. I don't think I'm going to bother with roof curvature or anything. Yeah, I'm probably just going to burn a bunch of essence on this. Nice part is we can get plenty. And I could do stone. But I think I'll be happy with wood, at least for now. So what else do we have? Magic. Equipment infusions. I guess we might as well get realm address cards. Also get charms. I'll leave the cards for later. We're not done with this realm anyway. Okay, what else can I snag? Simple backpack. Simple map. Gives clothing craft. Oh my gosh. There is so much to this, man. It's honestly wild. It's all ranged weapons, all two-handed melee weapons. Actually, that's... should be most of these. So we have a simple maul versus a simple hammer. I'm going to need one more essence. Oops. It's fine. Okay. Crude shack doorframe versus crude slatted doorframe. I think shack probably looks nicer. Okay. Solid wall. Stockade doorframe. Oh. How do I deconstruct anything? Axe? No, that ain't it. Oh, right. I guess before even this, I should get an estate cairn down. That's kind of a nice spot. I'll have to figure out how to make stone blocks. I'm going to assume from that. Stone blocks. Alright. So we now have a safe place to build our estate. How do I build or unbuild? Because let's do this. Blade and barrel. No. Guidebook. Codex crafting. Structures and crafting. No. How to play. Cooking, crafting. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those where I'm going to tell this to place. Oh, I see. X. Which looks better? I think the basic shack is better. Okay, so now that we figured out build mode, let's do solid wall, solid wall. Let's see. Upper floor, probably just flat roof. We're just gonna do standard Minecraft box house. And then figure the rest of this out. So I need sticks and wood bundles. Oh, those are easy enough to get my hands on. Go wave my hands at things. I guess I actually should chop down some trees. Whoops, that is the wrong tool. There we go. Then I can just hoover it all up. And kind of rinse repeat. Okay, do I think I have enough sticks now? I should. So let's go back to Diablo 3 just for a little bit. It's not really a topic worth, like, perseverating over. It's mostly just, like, the game was non-functional for the entire launch week of... for the entire launch week. You could barely get on the servers. It was glitchy and broken. And at the time, there was no offline component, so you had to play... or you had to, like, wrangle the servers to be able to get in and get access to the game. Suffice to say, it was extremely unpleasant, and I pretty much spent the entirety... Because I think it came out close to, like, a holiday break, too. And so, like, I was supposed to be playing it with my family, and instead I spent the entire time just being grumpy and unable to play. So I played other things instead. Not that big of a deal, but it killed my momentum and all of the time that I had slotted to play the game. And would have liked to play the game, had to be dedicated elsewhere, and that felt bad. And literally every single game with an online component that has come out in the last X number of years has suffered this exact same problem, unless it's like a big MMO by a big developer. Hell, even Final Fantasy XIV, you know, freaking gaming's darling MMO at the moment. Like, Endwalker coming out was messy. That game barely functioned. I need some more wood. I'm almost done with my Garbo shack. And like, I'm not saying this is a particularly negative thing, but it's just a fact of game development now. That you cannot make a live service game and have servers that are capable of handling it. And like, this is true of everything. I'm thinking like Wayfinder had some serious issues. Wolcen had massive server issues to the point where it literally never recovered. Let's see. Okay, so what are we doing? New. Let's just mark all as red. So we want to do some crafting benches. I'm going to need a simple cooking station. And we're going to want to kind of... I'm just going to put it there. We might have to move some things. Okay, we also have the enchantment table. Sheltered, warm, well lit. Can I actually move this? Because I think we actually want to have this in the center. It is sheltered. And yeah, the entire premise of each of these is they give and get bonuses from various things. So having the campfire in the center actually is good. Let's see. Simple sewing bench, once again, kind of same deal. And I'll have to move these around depending on what they need and what they want, what they benefit from. It seems like all of them benefit from having the cooking fire in the center. And simple workbench. I'm going to put that nearest to the door. Okay. Augmentation. Oh, is it augmentations? Simple training dummy. And then also a simple drinking horn. Maybe I do need those shelves. Let's go back to progression. It's not tools. Not refinement. There's the simple saw table. Structures. Decorative shelf. Yeah, we have some farming stuff. Chandeliers, but I think we can leave that. Yeah, might as well learn how to make leather. Felt. Pole? Paper. Lumber. Oh. Textile station. Smelter. Oops, there's so much. Okay, so I'm going to need to go chop down some more trees and do some other stuff. Sure. I mean, no reason not to. And so, a high-budget looking survival sandbox game with multiplayer with an online-only component, like, inherently, whenever I see a game like that, is doomed. There's a game I played kind of at the advent of this channel. I'm assuming most of you never saw my videos on it, but it was called Grav. And you can even see this happening in real time, that the developers were making a, like, it was kind of Rustish. It was an MMO. It was sort of MMO, so you were playing with, like, other people on servers and whatnot. I'm going to hit him with an axe at some point. I'm going to feel bad about it. He just ran up to me, and I was just, you know, a little bit of a, like, I don't want to call it a freak out moment, but it's just like, it's a bad man. No, it's not a bad man. It's fine. But so for Grav, I played it, I think, like, on release or right before release. Like, I'd somehow gotten, like, an early advanced copy, or just people hadn't noticed the game. And so I was playing it when there was, like, you know, maybe only, like, 50 people around. And then it ballooned up to a couple thousand really quickly. And the game died. Like, no joke, it could not handle the amount of people there. So, like, the servers were glitchy, the rubber banding was brutal. The devs just could not manage. I'm so curious what happened to that team, where they went and what happened to them. Because I think it was the first example of, like, an early access failure that I think I've ever seen. Not in a, like, negative sense. Like, I can't blame the developers too much for giving up. After a certain point, it was just, there was no fixing that. I mean, there was, but, you know, the player base had already moved on. All the negative reviews were probably going to be inescapable, and it was just going to sink the game no matter what they did. And so, like, oh well, try again next time, except for they probably shut down and moved on to other studios or industries, question mark. And, like, this keeps happening, and I'm glad it only partially happened for this one. Because in this case, yeah, they went back and actually added an offline mode. The servers are still, so the servers are smooth now, but it takes a lot of time to get onto one, like a minute or two to actually get into the game. I bring this up mostly just in case people are expecting different. And also just as kind of an acknowledgement that, like, servers are hard to manage. But I'm playing online only right now just to see if there were going to be any hitches, and it seems to be fine. I'm still much more of a, like, peer-to-peer player. Oh, I need twine for that one. So I might have to figure out a spinning wheel or something. Let's see, Charm of the Wanderer. I could make those, but no. Twine. I might not be able to make this right now. It could make animal fiber. Let's see, so we can autofill. Plant fiber advanced. Arrows, simple wooden axe, simple short bow. Maul. We don't have a maul, but I need straps. I'll just make a handful of them. Might as well just collect them all. Okay. So can I make a simple maul? I can. But before we do that, let's take a look at a couple other things. I wanted to see, it's not a freestanding structure. We do want to make a bed. I'm just going to put that over here. It's not much of anything, but at least it's there. Okay, furniture, shelving. So the shelving is actually going to be kind of pivotal. as I'm going to be able to potentially put a lot of these decorative elements up here. Am I really out of lumber already? Or that's a wood bundle. We need a... Oh, boy. Okay, hold up. Furniture, storage. Let's just get some baskets up in here. Plant fiber, plant fiber. Okay, transfer all equivalent. Good enough. What can we get back? Because ideally we want it to hold the heavier stuff. At least for the moment. I don't know. I think the rest of this stuff is equipped, so we don't want to move that over. Hopefully we can do AoE crafting. Looks like we can. I appreciate that so much. So I'm going to need resources. I look like such a weird gremlin, man. Oh, right, I can disenchant stuff, can't I? So let's actually go back in here, because we have some things. I have the predator straps. But yeah, what do I have here that's kind of completely useless to me? Maybe not completely useless, but stuff that I don't need right now. Because I think I can do extract. How much essence do I have? 23. Oh, that was not as much as I was hoping it would be. So there's the textile station. Oh, we do actually have the saw table, so that is something I can make. Let's make the simple smelter. Make that. Okay, and then back to this. So, saw table. Oh. I guess some of these things I still need to keep on my inventory. Okay, so let's go back to this. We want to make lumber. I mean, I might as well make all of it. That's going to take some time, but that's fine. Let's see, animal fiber. Nah. Well, that goes, let's go get ourselves some more trees. Just cut them down. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just glad to see that this game didn't get sunk by the network issues. It's always a major consideration and a major concern with just the games industry at the moment in general, is that, like, if you have a really bad launch, sometimes you cannot recover from it. But I think this one's got enough, like, good ideas, and frankly, the market is just constantly starving with good survival sandbox games, that I'd be shocked if, you know, I'd be shocked that players wouldn't come back to this the moment things are fixed. And in fact, judging by my audience on Discord, like, they instantly jumped on this. Hell, I wasn't even aware that it was happening, and, like, half of my, like, big regulars have sunk in at least, like, 10 hours into this game. Shout out to you guys, because I might not have actually noticed that this update had come out, had they not been immediately being like, oh, you know, it's so good now. And it's like, oh, okay, I actually need to pay attention to this. Okay, there's the lumber. Then all we need is the twine. I'm going to assume I also need a sewing wheel. Okay, let's get a smelter as well. So I need stone blocks and ore and bones. I have bones. Alright, so some stone blocks and some ore. Luckily, we do actually live near a supply of this stuff. Assuming that's ore over there, this might be something else. It's something mineable, and that's why I wanted to kind of build my shack near it. But it could be something silly like salt. There we go. So we don't really need that. Alright, pickaxe. Tin ore. Sick. Alright, that's a fair bit. I'll probably grab at least a little bit more. There's no, like, immediate rush. Heh. Oh, and that backpack symbol is telling me how much I have left. Ooh, mantling on this is real slow. But just to finish the thing about online-only components, and this is probably going to be a podcast that Shell and I work on, because we're going to hopefully start doing those. Podcast or essay or something, but mostly to the effect of, like, I really wish at some point developers would kind of realize that this is a weird albatross. Not a weird albatross, but, like, no matter how ready you are for server issues, you are always going to have a worse time than you think. And you'd think after so many high-profile failures, there'd be that sense of, like, yeah, no, this is actually a really bad idea. My assumption is, oh, we don't actually have any stone blocks, so I should break up a couple of these. My assumption is that a lot of the people who are in charge that would actually, that make these decisions, that choose to go for the online-only components, a lot of them don't actually play video games or pay attention. That oftentimes it's common knowledge, or knowledge that would be maybe a little bit more common to you or I, who actually are, like, constantly playing games and interacting with the industry, probably are experiencing the games industry in a completely different manner from somebody who, for example, runs a studio. Okay, so I can smelt some. I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so we can craft some items. We can make ingots. Autofill. Go back the other direction. Okay, so we can make a bunch of tin ingots, and that should last plenty long enough. Also make some twine. Because something needed that. Was it these? No, these required lumber. So I don't actually know. Okay, next order of business. We want to go to these. So we have the hand planer. Refining wood products nearby. There we go. Ingot. I don't know how many of these we need. I'm curious how many layers of bonuses you can even apply to these things. Probably a lot. Okay, so for whatever reason, the open toolbox doesn't seem to have... Oh, wait. While refining wood products nearby. Oh, but we already have the simple carving augment, so we didn't need another one of those. Okay, did we finish him? No, because we need the twine. Okay, so we now have the training dummy. So we still want the drinking horn. But I'm going to need some more bones to do it. Is there anything else at the moment that I should mess around with? We also have, like, a simple candle. What magical structures? No, I think we're good. So, I guess really the question is sewing bench. Okay, so what do I need for breeches or a shirt? I don't have any hides. I guess I'm gonna have to go kill some stuff. Alright, whatever. And let's extract all the essence off of these things. Admittedly, this is probably gonna make my character look kind of goofy, but whatever. Stealth rating is good. Carrying capacity is not good. We've completed Blade and Barrel, so now we need to go back to that camp, probably. Put all these away. Container permissions, So I wanted to take a look at this. Station traits. Yeah, so Simple Assassin Augment. Crafted tool items have extra crit damage. Crafted one-handed melee tool items have crit damage and melee damage. Crafted clothing have stealth plus. And refinement time is decreased because of sheltered. It's such a cool system, man. I was reading about I'm gonna need some sticks. Do we not have sticks? We do have sticks. I was reading about an MMO that failed. That's cured meat. Of like refined flour and mushrooms. Oh, actually, speaking of, maybe we do grab this. Oh, keep the roasted meat with me. But an MMO that failed where you can make like a meat hammer. Oh, ignite. So what I want to do is mix plants. Roasted berries. Some meat. And what about injury salve? Oh. Can make a whole bunch of those. And then I can also make some more mixed plant food. But yeah, so each of the things that we mix in or mix together will actually have different traits and stats. And that includes my equipment too. So for example, if I made this with, yeah, notice how it says Predator, Predator, and Predator. It means I meant it, or made it with those specific aspects. So characteristics, Predator, and Crude. And so it's one of those that you can actually make vastly superior items over time. Over time, you can make vastly superior items depending on the equipment and items you're throwing in. I don't know, there's just something about that that is really cool to me. Let's eat the other jerky. And meat. Okay, you all done? Yep. Alright, let's extinguish that because no reason to keep it on. I could add fuel to that one. But I don't think there's a way for me to turn it off. We'll leave as is. I really wish my equipment items wouldn't actually show up in this inventory screen. It's a little weird. Okay, so we'll leave him... Well, actually, do we? Jake. Speak with Jake, set inventory. Okay. Manage inventory. I'm gonna give him... Just realized I have a whole bunch of rocks. And weapon-wise, he has hunting knives. Didn't I make a maul? I thought I did. Oh, maybe we didn't. I'm gonna make a maul. I don't actually know if it's useful for much of anything. Let's see. We could also make a bunch of arrows. Okay, I'm also carrying around, like, a boatload of rocks on me. I should not do that. Okay, collect those items. Go back to Jake. How are you... Oh, manage inventory. Okay, split stack. There we go. Okay, so hopefully he will feed himself. Or something. And let's also give him a maul. I'll take his hunting knives. Melee damage versus... Oh yeah, this is mad grabbo. Alright, so now we've got Jake. Hopefully he's healthy. We'll figure it out. So where are we going? I think we want to go back to the camp down over here. Because there was clearly stuff inside of it. Right, and I should be grabbing plant fiber as I go by. I could also destroy these deer creatures, but I kind of don't want to. They're very pretty. I'm assuming I'm going to find plenty of wolves. Okay. Got them. Bunch of these. Then we've got weird essence mushrooms. I wonder if I get extra at night. Maybe. Hard to say exactly. Alright, so we were going to run around just for a little bit. And see what's in this camp. Because we freed Jake. Yes. But it feels like there's supposed to be people here. Are they just on the bottom floor? Oh, yeah, here they are. We also have recruitable Frederick. Got a bunch of mushrooms in here, which I'm not going to say no to. We have this. What is this? Nothing. At least nothing I can currently interact with or do anything with. And let's just relieve them of all their random trash. It's a gram. Every time I take a gander, another one's larking about. If I didn't know better, I ought to think you earth lubbers are hatching down here. Apologies, sir. I didn't mean to trespass on your home. Bloody heavens, stop looking like a kicked pup. You can forgive the lack of tact, I've seen more folks these last weeks than the past 2 decades combined. Truth is, I claim no finder's rights over this hovel. You lot can tear it down for all I care. Soon enough, I'll be back in the wild's embrace. Do you have any wisdom to share for an earth lubber like me? Not the kind you want, I reckon. I've seen plenty of moonstruck blokes stuffed with powder and steel meet their ends without catching even a whiff of adventure. Before you go chasing for trouble, you ought to have mastered the basics. I'm well beyond the basics, I'm afraid. Sure of that? Have you even cooked a proper meal yet? Not the frilly dinners from your soirees around here. What you find is what will do. You can fill up your guts. Okay. Help yourself by your campfire. Okay, so we've got a quest to cook. A hearty meal. I don't need that. Only one. Okay, and we want to do mixed plants, mushrooms. Just cook a bunch of it. Oh, also wants me to eat some roast berries. Well, luckily I already had both of those. Okay. Anything I can do for you instead? What is this? What are you trying to get from me? I'm offering my assistance. Okay. Looks like that's the end of him. Okay, grab all of that. Might as well extinguish that because I can't do anything else. Doesn't seem like he has any more quests from me. We have an essence trader with Gus. We also have Wilhelmina Sass. Was it you who put an end to the incessant commotion upstairs? I suspected that we might be the only fine souls in this realm, but your appearance is a most welcome surprise indeed. Who might you be besides the savior of our little band? I'm something of a wanderer. Har. It did not do that. I love the fact that I named myself Wanderbot. It's just so perfect. Anyway, I'm something of a wanderer, I suppose, here and on Earth. Quite refreshing to meet such an open book, surely filled with tales worth telling. Let's see. There are a great many new faces in the realms as of late, with a great many stories to tell. Collecting such stories is my trade, you see. Wilhelmina Sass, columnist for Nightingale's finest paper, the Sunday Courier, overjoyed to make your acquaintance. Now, if you're in need of more material... Okay, so let's just ask for rumors. Okay. So, perhaps, perhaps. So, do you know of anyone who could lead me to Nightingale? Perhaps. It seems there are a great many of your fellow Realmwalkers about, diving from their Nightingale headquarters to realms as near as Sylvan's Cradle. I once met Aurelio Acevedo Ortega as I passed through, and for a man of his years to survive the profession, he must have some level of skill or luck. Of course, I have no doubt the man was mad, gold sickness. It had he and his traveling companion so enraptured that they dismissed my politest inquiries outright. Okay, and I guess Puck has something to say about that.
Your tenacity overrules the gusts of fate, and this Fae you have pleased. With shelter overhead and tool in hand, you've proven yourself ready. Now attend me. Built over the heart of this realm lies a site of power. Long ago, it was named and sealed by your kind. But longer still, it housed the knowledge of the Empyrean network. What awaits is no simple task. A monument of such magic attracts the weak like flies to sweetest honey. And the realm's heart has ways of making lambs into lions.
Okay, take the elixirs. Go fight the first boss. Cool. So what does this guy have now? So does he just sell things? Why? Why do I buy anything from him? I have no idea. Okay, so I have some stuff I could grab. I guess we might as well grab the food here. I think before I do anything else, though, I'm probably going to want to go out, find some wolves. Grab the rest of that. Find some wolves and maybe some other resources around. And see if I can upgrade my weapons. I know I have enchanted this axe, and that was a bit of a mistake. Kind of. Okay, cave entrance. Oh, that seems fine. Travel to Respite. Return to the crossways. Go over here, or we have treasured items. I don't know. I think we might actually want to do a lot of these. So that's where the boss is. Oh, where's Jake, by the way? All right, he's still with me. Okay, archery is cool. It absolutely does completely demolish these guys. I'm going to have to worry about my limited ammo, though, so I'm probably not going to do too much archery. At least not at the moment. So I've got an amount of tin sitting around. I think we keep that. We've completed those. So I'm just going to run straight. We're going to go complete a couple more objectives. And then I can look into heading home and grabbing resources. Are there critters? There might be. What I'm looking for are wolves, more than anything else. Anything that has hides, sinew, meat. And unfortunately, I think it's going to be giving me these critters instead. I think giving Jake the Maul was very much the correct choice here. Dude just wallops. Okay, so what I'm looking for, oh, is over there. I wonder if I could have actually swum across the lake. Maybe. I could kill the deer, but I don't know, I don't like doing it. Deer are cute. Ooh. Now these look like wolves. Item is currently breaking. That's fine. Okay, meat and hide. Is there another one? I killed 3. Unless those two died directly on top of each other. It's entirely possible. Alright, what else do we have in here? I could rest, but I don't actually want to do that. Let's repair my axe. Cost a smidge of it. Let's see. Yeah, it costs a smidge of essence, but otherwise nothing more. I like that. If you're going to have a repair system or, like, durability, you might as well make it at least somewhat friendly? I don't know. Easy to manage. Okay, this looks like a something. Bastille of Insight. So they did actually tutorialize it earlier. Oh, it was a deer. Snag these. I'm just gonna look around first. Oh, is that the entire point of one of these? Oh, there's a tent here. I was wondering what that was. Okay, Fae glyphs. Those ancient glyphs soon lost to time, still stewarded by wisps sublime, hidden lest they shine their light. A tongue that few remain to write. Read not with mind but open heart the prayers of those who did depart. A plea to elders far or near, a wish that none would ever hear. Children abandoned to the dark, leave desperate words etched out of spark. A contract with the very stone still holds the dreams they called their own. I'm hearing noises. Oh yeah. There we go. So if this hasn't reset, doesn't look like it has. I'm assuming that's it. Oh. Nope. Okay. Looks like we're good. Done with that one. Don't think I found any loot nearby. But yeah, we can just keep wandering around. Pretty little, like, kind of nebulous stuff going on up in space. It's one of those where you can actually get cards that will do weird, funky things to the sky and world. I might have picked up a couple already, but like the first time I covered this, ooh, piggy. Okay, that's a bit sad. Big pig. I killed a piglet. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I only have to stab it once to get what I need. Let's see, what else do we have around here? A bad boy. I saw it, yeah. They all just came clang-carring out of that tunnel. But it kind of works out for me. Oh, we have a heart there. What are these things? Okay. I don't know where Jake went, which is actually a bit of a concern. Okay, there's Jake. Grab those. I think I'm just defending Jake as he destroys the heart for me. I think that's fine. Alright, grab them all. Nope, another one of you. Did you get it? It looks like he got it. Oh, it's a jump point. That's fun. Okay. What are you? Oh no, it blooped at me. Looks like we've got some bad lads. So do those guys actually have a range attack? They must. Where's the other one? There you are. So far, so good. So what is left in here? No, we already completed the infestation, so whatever's left is just bonus. I was really hoping they'd have treasure chests. But if they do, I'm not finding them. It's a little bit of a shame. I don't know, it'd be kind of neat if there was more than just an essence bundle in some of these. Maybe there isn't, I'm just, not looking hard enough. I mean, I guess it's okay. Yeah, anything over here? Couple. Yeah, it's just small amounts of stuff. That's gonna hurt. It did not. I'm actually surprised. Alright, let's go up here. Let's go grab the couple of useful objects, whatever they are. And then I think we'll call it a day. I guess it didn't get as far this time around as the last time I played this. But to be fair, the last time I played this, I was also... Nope, he already went down. I know where Jake went. There's Jake. Is that one of the deer sticking out of the ground? It might be. No, it's just sitting. Fun tube resources. Bunch of arrows, too. I guess I should mess around with archery. Okay, so what's taking up all my space? That's certainly not helping. We do have a bunch of stone blocks. Yeah, that certainly wasn't helping. Same thing with the wood. Okay. Oh. Lumber. Is that mine? Have I just been carrying that around? Probably. I should have poked at that a little bit, but it's fine. So where are these useful items? Guess I should probably also grab the mushrooms, seeing as they've got essence in them. Okay, so we have a simple watering can. Oh, so it's like a farming setup. And a rain barrel. Oh, here it is. Simple sickle. So now we can grab both of them for free from the progression tier. And we might as well like run down and start working on the other one too. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else here. But I do really like that you can find the blueprints for tech. Instead of having to spend your essence on them, you can just find them in the world and it gives you a discount. Either makes them totally free or makes it cheaper. I don't know, there's a lot of creative ideas here. I like the blueprint unlocking. It has kind of that feeling of your character really doesn't know anything and is slowly working their way up to actually having a fair bit of survival tech without it being fully just like, buy the... Well, I mean, I guess you are just buying the blueprints, but there are kind of ways around it by adventuring, so you don't have to farm. Not that farming is strictly the best way of getting it. I mean, it really just seems like play the game, you'll get everything eventually. But the fact that you have those options and the depth and the breadth, so it really can, I guess it gives that feeling of like I have some control over what I'm doing here with how I'm playing. Because yeah, if I wanted to, I could actually completely eschew this and just go literally farm for resources. Didn't I just clear this place out? I thought I did. I guess they just decided to spawn in. Not that it's stopping Jake at all. Okay, anything else? No, I think we're good. Yeah, I guess they just felt like coming after me. Let's eat some mixed berries. Not that my character is terribly hungry, but it still gives a bonus. So I've got camps and other things, and I should probably end this video. So I guess at this point, a couple of things to note. So first and foremost, the Realm Rebuilt update is out now today. I got to imagine that they did that intentionally as kind of like a nod to a Realm Reborn. Can't say I fault them for that. It's a good way of kind of acknowledging that, like, hey, yeah, our previous iteration of this was a little messy. We've updated it and made it better and fixed a lot of the issues that you might have originally had complaints about. Well, also, let's see. Well, also fitting very thematically with this game. Because it is about realm hopping and realm swapping and stuff like that, and so rebuilding the realms makes perfect sense. And so, I don't know, gotta give full credit where credit is due. And also, it's just one of the more interesting survival sandbox games I think I've played in quite a while. And so I cannot help but be slightly enraptured by its mechanics and progression systems and whatnot. And it's one of those where I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes from here. And maybe eventually diving into it with friends. It very much feels like the kind of thing that this Sunday crew would actually enjoy thoroughly. But I will probably hold off on that until it hits 1.0 just for the sake of giving the game more time in the oven to cook. But anyway, oof, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up this. Oh, we had the mountain climbing picks. I really should probably use those. I guess do we just try swimming home? Can I swim home? Is this even deep enough that swimming is relevant? Well, it's not costing me stamina at the moment. It seems to mostly slow me down. But anyway, I should also mention that Nightingale is $30 normally, but 40% off for, I'm not actually sure how long, probably the next week, week and a half, give or take. So if this does catch your eye and seems interesting, follow the link in the description below and I'll take you to the Steam page. It's neat. I cautiously recommend it. It's one of those where, yeah, it still needs some more time to really get where it needs to be, but it's made major improvements since the last time I played it. I mean, even just adding the offline mode is huge. But also I like the hand design elements, and I'm sure there's like a gazillion other bits of quality of life that I didn't even look at, that I haven't even found yet, that I don't even know about, that are lurking. And let's see, is that just plant fiber? Yeah, then I won't touch it. I don't want to like completely reap the entire world, leaving nothing left for me to appreciate. I have a bunch of deer neighbors. That's fun. Anywho, with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.